In the last two episodes, we wrapped up restoring the rear quarter interior panels. Our presentation today is removal of door glass and window regulators, something I was really hoping to avoid, but it needs to be done. So brew yourself a cup of joe or pop open a cold one. Let's talk shop. I've been putting this off as long as I can. Going into uncharted territory for me. Monkeying around with window glass and window regulators. Watched a couple videos, read up on it, learned. So let's take out the window glass, the window regulator. So on a Mazda RX3, there's these 4 bolts holding the window regulator in. These are moving parts that are going to be, they need to be lubricated and they need to be in top working order. So as much as I'd like to just leave these in, I'm just asking for it if I do that. There we go. Now it's free floating in there. I want to roll this down to where I can reach. Now the regulator should be free to move, and I'm going to want to take the winder off. So what I need to do is run the regulator along these bottom tracks to detach it from the rail that the glass sits in. So by angling it up, I can get the window crank portion out of the door frame. Then little by little slide the regulator to the edge where that connecting loop was. There we go. There's one. This one here should come right out. And there we go. Now with the regulator loose, I should be able to lift the glass out. Okay, there we go. Now that that's done, the glass will come right out. And it comes out with this rail at the bottom attached, because that's where your glass attaches to the regulator rail. And those are adhered really well. So we'll have to take that off in order to get these plated. Regulator itself comes out the big hole. It's looking pretty good. It's cleaned up, replated, and then lubricated, and then we're set to go. There's a piece missing. This one's busted. There's little plastic clips that go here. Maybe that's why this one wouldn't wind well. Once they're in here. They are not. Yeah, this one never really wound well. Perhaps I need a new right side regulator. That's what's going on here. So here are the pieces of the window regulator, broken, albeit, that were missing from the right side regulator. Now I remember finding these when I was taking the car apart. They were inside the door jamb. They go here. It's a single piece. This right side door coming off the green car never really did wind up very well, and it's probably because these clips were broken. I need to fix that. I'm going to get the regulator and clips off the silver door. This is the original door from the 76. I actually needed to do this work anyway because of this door card. I like that there's no speaker hole. I'm going to end up using it probably. Didn't use this door because of the rust at the bottom. Now I need the window regulator because the one from the green car is missing those clips. Well, they're not missing. They're busted. Let's get this regulator. See what it looks like. These have good clips. Good ones. Okay, so this is going to be a good one for me to replate and use again. Clearance and crank is tight. It's going to be good. Let's take the rear quarter regulator out and gently peel these off because I need to unbolt the glass from the regulator. Front door regulators don't unbolt, they just slip out of those plastic clips. Rear window regulators actually unbolt. Can't quite get to that one. No worries. Let's roll it up and skosh. Now, these windows back here never really rolled up and down well. Very difficult. 4 bolts hold it on. Just like the front window regulators. And now just make note right off the bat, the bolts that attach The bottom rail to the glass are longer than the ones that attach the regulator to the body. Make sure you take the glass out of the rear rail. So the rear rail will have to come out prior to pulling glass out. Makes sense. This should lift up and out now. And out we go. Yeah, so these regulators are very difficult to crank. So with them out of the car, you know, I'll properly plate them. Don't lose your little felt gaskets. And then after they're properly plated, then I will lube them up well so they crank much better than they ever have. So it'll be good. This piece comes out by running it through there. There's your rail. There's those little clips that were busted on the right front door in the green car. Looking good on this piece. And now for the rail that glides the glass through the felt channel. This bottom bolt here. The bolt is the same as the window regulator bolts. And the other one is right here in the door jamb. It's all pretty and painted. Washer's on there good. There we go with that, and I put a nice big scratch in my door jamb. That'll buff out, but you know what? Use this age price. So here's the part here. So yeah, this tang stuck out. That's where this bolt was, and this tang sticks out where the door jamb bolt was, and then inside you've got the felt channel liner. Get that cleaned up proper. Sandblast it and either powder coat it or plate it. I'm not sure which. Should take note, it's not straight. It's bent on purpose. For the left side of the car, video is essentially more of the same. I did have some things to say during disassembly, but I will leave that as a bonus video for our $5 and up per video Patreon supporters. We do need your help. Please support us on Patreon. It takes a lot of funds to film and edit these videos, acquire parts and equipment for the project. There's always some special tool needed for the job. Lots of surprise expenses. I've got an engine build coming up, and every dollar counts. Toss a couple of dollars into the jar. It would be greatly appreciated. And that's where we're going to wrap this episode up, which brings us to the question of the day. How do you know where to put those glass rails back on the glass? I'm just now doing the homework on window glass and regulator reassembly for install. I'm concerned that if I don't get them in the right spot, the windows won't roll smooth. So if you have feedback on that, please leave it in the comments section down below. So join us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and please consider supporting Let's Talk Shop on Patreon. We'd really like to go commercial free. Get rid of those annoying ads that pop up. Patreon is a platform that can make that possible. Coming up next, I had to fire my plater. We'll talk about what went down with that, and I'll show you the quality difference between the two shops. Thanks for watching Let's Talk Shop. If you're new here, subscribe. Watch our previous episodes, and don't miss out on the upcoming weather strip, fuel tank, and electrical videos. Peace out, brother.